Hello and welcome to another episode of Loving FLR Real Interviews. And today we have an amazing couple who is going to explain and share the love that they share during their loving female-led relationship. Hi, Joanne. Hi, Brian.
Hi.
Hi.
Oh, man, I'm so excited that everyone's going to get to meet you today. So just to be clear, you're here to share the fact that you're in a real loving FLR. Are you really in a loving FLR?
Yes, we are.
Oh my gosh. So what does a loving FLR mean to you?
Loving FLR means to me or us is our everyday lifestyle of pampering and worship.
Ooh, pampering and worship. Joanne,
Yeah.
are you serious? Is that what happens every day?
Sorry?
Is that what happens every day for you?
Every single day.
Okay, give us an example. Give us a rundown. What are some of the things he does for you?
Well, I can give you a great example this morning. Woke up and we both had to go into work at about the same time, but he woke up and drew my bath for me. And while I was bathing, cooked me breakfast, brought me coffee during my bath, made the bed, warmed up my car, packed my lunch. Should I keep going?
Oh my gosh. Is it your birthday? Is it your anniversary?
No, it's not my birthday. It feels like my birthday every single day, but that is our normal lifestyle for us on a daily basis. He tends to my every need and anticipates my every need without even my asking.
Joanne, are you serious?
Very truthful, and it's not role play. It's an everyday lifestyle for us.
Well, did you have to threaten him? Did you have to do something mean to him?
Not at all. Not at all. This is not a domination type lifestyle. This is an everyday pampering. He receives so much joy out of pleasing me, and I in turn feel very loved by that pampering and worship.
Oh my gosh, where did you find him, Joanne? Where can we go?
He's one in 100 million.
How did you guys meet? Brian, could you share that story?
Sure. I happened to notice the stunning image you see here before you while we were working at the same employer, and couldn't resist myself, but had to strike up a conversation and get to know her better. So we did just that, just casual chats. A little while later, exchanged phone numbers and had casual text conversations. And through circumstance, we basically got to know each other over the course of about a 6 or 8 month period before we ever had our first date. So we met that way and just fell for each other right away, and it's led to this. We've been married not quite a year now.
Oh,
Just greatly enjoying our time together each day.
well, Brian, tell me, do you treat every woman this way, or is this something new for you? How did this happen with Joanne?
This has been a lifelong desire for me, and through our conversations together, I knew that she had longed to feel loved by being adored. We've discussed that, and it just fits perfectly with how I so much enjoy giving love, which is that pampering and that daily devotion and care. And I've slowly had to coax her into this, starting with your book, actually, where we discovered that she is the classic goddess, and it fits her perfectly.
Wow, so you read the book, you introduced the concept of a loving FLR to her?
I did. Yes, that is correct.
Okay, now Joanne, tell me, you have no idea what this man is talking about, and he's like, I want a loving FLR. You're like, what? What was your reaction to it?
I totally embraced it. Once we read the book, I realized
Which book?
She wants.
She wants, yes.
Okay.
Yes, and as I read the book, he introduced the concept to me, and I realized that that is something that I have needed my whole life, just as he needs that in his life to pamper and adore and worship. My fulfillment is being pampered and adored. That's how I feel loved, how I feel loved. And as he introduced that to me, it really, I didn't know that there was a title to that type of adoration, and really enjoyed the fact that I was a classic goddess, and really embraced it. And this has been a journey. I feel like I keep growing in that role on a daily basis.
What has changed in you, Joanne, from the beginning to now as far as how you perceive yourself, besides recognizing that you're a classic goddess?
I feel more confident. I seem to stand taller when he tells me he loves me every day and pampers me out every day. It makes me feel more beautiful every single day and more confident. I've always been an independent woman. I've never felt that I needed a man to take care of me, but it feels wonderful to have a man take care of me in that way. And I just have more confidence. I stand taller. I feel prettier. I feel prettier now than I've ever felt in my life.
That is amazing to hear. I'm almost in tears over here, but I'm keep it together because I want everybody to celebrate this with us. Joanne, is there a difference between this relationship and relationships from your past? Can you talk a little bit about what has changed?
Drastically. I realized one of the books I'd read before is The 7 Love Languages, and realizing what I needed to feel loved. And this relationship is total fulfillment. I don't lay in bed at night thinking, I wish Brian was this. I love him, but there is no buts. There is no wishing he would do something else to make me feel loved and fulfilled. And it's almost too good to be true, but it is. There is no longing for any other fulfillment in my life.
That is amazing. Oh my goodness. What about you, Brian? Is this the first time you've had your fantasy fully realized?
It's so funny you use those words because that's exactly how we've described it. Like a lot of men, I suspect my desire started very young. And I always tell her she's the dream girl that walked out of my dream at night, laying in bed, even prior to being 10 years old. And this is exactly what I've dreamed for, is a woman who will truly embrace and enjoy allowing me to pamper her and care for her. And very much like Joanne said, she is a very capable and independent woman. And that fits even better for me because I don't want to have to take care of a woman. That would be like raising a child. I want to give her this as a gift, not because she needs it, but because she deserves it. And it has been my absolute dream come true.
Wow, that is oh, look at this is amazing. Oh wow. Brian, let's hear a little bit from you because most of our audience are men who are dreaming of the day to sit here beside a goddess like this and say the things that you are saying. What is it that you believe that's stopping them from creating this kind of relationship?
A few things, really. Number one, you have to truly want to give that kind of attention, that kind of care, and not just as a fantasy. You have to have the desire inside to let it be your everyday life. I think that may be part of it. Another possible roadblock or a hindrance to it is it can be a foreign concept when you try to introduce someone to it. And I personally believe the best way to introduce someone is with actions, not words. Show them. If she needs something, stop her from getting up. Say, let me get that for you. Let me take care of that. Anticipating needs and taking care of them ahead of time. We all know the dishes need doing and the clothes need washing. Nobody has to ask or tell anybody to do that. Just do it. Take the initiative and provide that kind of care. I think that would go a long way.
Well, Ryan, I'm completely amazed by this. The typical question that I get when I meet a man who is not familiar with loving FLRs, the first thing he asks, well, what about my needs? Well, what about me being taken care of? How do you feel about that? Are your needs met? Are you being taken care of?
My needs are met in the most tremendous ways possible. And I think this applies to almost all women in an FLR knot. But if you make their needs and wants a priority, I promise you your own needs will be taken care of because the woman you're worshiping will want to give you that love back in return. So you have to put them first knowing and trusting that they will care for you as well. So that would be my advice: is your needs will come. Just put her first and show her true devotion. And when she's living that happy lifestyle of a goddess, she'll be more than happy to give back.
Joanne, do you do anything? You said there's no role play. This isn't some pay for play type of thing. Do you feel that you've done anything different from any other woman to wind up with such a blessing of a relationship?
I think God put him in my life at the right time. I don't think I've done anything different, but like he said, actions speak louder than words. And this isn't, sometimes he takes care of me and sometimes he doesn't. He does it all the time. I mean, if he has a bad day at work or something, we all know that I don't expect that, and give maybe a little bit of space for him to deal with whatever matters might be happening at work or such. But this isn't a sometime occurrence. This is a daily occurrence. This is our daily lives. And I don't have to coerce him. What he said to me was that his happiness is me being happy. So I give that back to him because that is his happiness when I'm happy.
Wow, that's amazing. Once again, that's so amazing. Tell me about leadership in your relationship, because most men in their mind, they have that a woman is a leader, must behave a certain way. How do you express your leadership, Joanne?
I don't think it's a domination type thing or a leadership, and we know where our lives are going together, and he trusts me to lead it that way. And I'm growing in that role. Finances, we don't fight over that. We are on the same page of that. But he will provide. His goal is to never tell me no, and to give me everything I want. But yet, the leadership is knowing that my wants may need to wait financially. But he's a very good provider. So I lead in that respect, where we actually just moved into a new home, and I led that process in a way, and we're in a home that he's provided for us, but I led the process, and we're a great team when it comes to that.
So you guys are a team. You really truly feel that?
Yes, absolutely.
Brian, is there anything that she could do to make you say no to her? Do you ever have a time where you're like, absolutely not?
I don't think I've once said absolutely not. The way we try to approach it is, I've told her to think of me as an advisor. If she asks my opinion on a given subject, I will certainly provide it, but we both know that at the end of the day, it will be her decision which way she wants to go. So I've said many times, think of me as an advisor, and if you want my honest opinion, you will always get it. And if you decide to go in a direction that I didn't advise, I will greatly respect your decision and follow your lead.
Is this real, Joanne? Talk to the women out there who are watching this and are thinking, there's no way that can happen to me. What do you say to them?
Yes, it can. Yes, it can. If the man truly gets fulfillment from worshiping his goddess, then you can have this every day, 24/7, 365 days of the year. And actually, we have a funny story that I got up in the middle of the night the other night to use the restroom, and I didn't want to wake him by turning on the light. And my colleagues at work, he actually, when it's raining and he picks me up from work, he will come with the umbrella and not wait for me to come to the car. And my colleagues actually said they were surprised that he didn't get up in the middle of the night and turn the light on for me. So that's where it is real, and our colleagues see it, our friends see it, family sees it, and because he's very demonstrative as far as affection. We are constantly touching each other. But even on vacation, he made my lunch. I didn't have to get up at the pool. He made my lunch and served it to me, and even family takes notice of it. So it is very real. It is not fantasy. It is not role play. You just have to find the man that is willing to back up the words with the actions. and truly get fulfillment from being that person.
Mhm.
Wow, you guys are so lucky. You are living a dream of thousands around the globe. And I'm so excited to share your story with everyone. Before we go, is there anything else you want to share about your loving female-led relationship?
Well, I want to thank you for your book, because being introduced to that has probably been the best thing ever. And I just feel like I grow on a daily basis with my confidence in my role in this relationship. And I'm looking forward to becoming more confident as the days, months, and years go by. So whatever you can do to teach us to grow, we're looking forward to that. But it's a wonderful lifestyle, and we hope that there are thousands out there that are able to benefit from our interview and our love and devotion to each other, and can grow in the loving FLR.
Wow. Thanks again, Joanne and Brian. Thank you so much for joining us today. Everybody, make sure you tune in, lovingflr.com. We'll be right back soon.